Hey people, welcome back. You know, I noticed I have this saved, so I had to speak on this one, man, because this is what shows how Satan works. You know what I'm saying? What we're coming into, all the confusion that's being put out there right now, and I got this report off this website called theconservativetreehouse.com. Now, it's concerning this young lady. I'm sure, if not some of you, if most of you know this tragic, crazy situation that happened in Mississippi. And it was the murder of this young lady, Jessica Lane. And it's an unfortunate situation. And, the funny thing is, too, they still don't have. They still don't have anybody in custody, still to this day. I haven't heard anything about it ever since then. So they still haven't found anybody. Now, the interesting thing, and I'm going to go off topic here, it's going to be another situation. And that situation was with the Mike Brown case, okay? You had a white cop who killed a young black man, regardless of what the facts are or whatever else. Because honestly, I looked at the case and I didn't really see a lot of facts. I saw a lot of lies. That's pretty much about it. And this is what Satan is doing. He's throwing confusion. And if you notice, there's been a lot of black, white, who did it, who didn't do it, situations going on. The whole hands up thing, because that one dude that, uh, got ran up on by, some police officer. But, this right here just shows. It just shows, man, what's really going on. Now, I looked into this case deeply because I was just like, man, this is crazy. And I'm trying to figure out who the heck might have done this. Now, the first thing they came to, which, I'm going to go through, I'm going to try to go through it fast because, once again, like I always say, I don't want to make the videos too long, but I found it interesting that, the first thing they came up with, and I'm going to scroll down here, as you can see, they do not anticipate any arrest. Okay? Okay. Obviously, don't got nobody in custody. And if you want to go to this website and look at this yourself, I suggest you do and just read it and go through it, man. Because the first thing you'll see, uh, like right here, secondly, recently a gang crime has exploded within the towns of Batesville and Cortland. Apparently, the gang culture from Memphis has spread to Panola County, Mississippi, and into a local gang violence dominated by a group called the Black Squad. Can you see where this is going already? You know what I'm saying? Can you see where it's going? All right, well, I'm just going to keep, like I said, I want to keep it short. You can go through this yourself, but I just want to point out, just some things. Uh, let's see here. It's obviously gang related, We've been going on 3 years working on gang relationships, said Panola County Sheriff's Dennis Darby, who believes it's a sign that gangs which used to come from out of town have begun to take root locally. So pretty much they're saying that, these gangs have been, coming up and coming into their, town, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But the most interesting part of this is what they're chopping it up to be. And like I said, it's been this whole black and white thing. And it's not the same thing as the Ferguson case, because in that case, it was like I tell a lot of people, I have a good amount of white friends, and they all have the same argument is, it's always, white dude beating up on the black dude. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. He is a he's in a position of power. Okay, he is a police officer. When's the last time you ever heard of a black police officer beating up a white dude? That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to make it about black and white, but you see where I'm trying to go with this. It just doesn't make any sense. People are always trying to justify and not justify whether it's black or white. But the fact of the matter is, this stuff has been going on for a long time. And I remember when Rodney King got beat up. and he got beat up pretty bad. But like I said, we're getting off the subject, and I don't want to go there, but I want to just put little examples in there for you. I think there was another situation where there was some black dudes who beat up this Australian ball player or something like that. I can't remember the facts exactly. But anyways, those guys got caught. You know what I'm saying? They went to jail. They didn't, get acquitted of the charges and nothing else. But all you hear is it was a black dude beating up a white dude. That's all you heard. And, it just doesn't make any sense. But anyways, this young girl, no disrespect to her, she went through a horrible death. She got burned alive in her car. And then she tried to walk away. And she was still burning alive from reports from some of the people that were there. Of course they're saying she was at a gas station. She talked to some people, wherever else. They got, the whole lineup from where she was, where she went. It shows where her home is. It shows where she stopped. Then it shows where her car is. And where her car ended up was here. I believe it was backed in, which is another weird thing. And as you can see here, from the car burning and, everything else, you can see where it's at. But as you go down further, of course, they're trying to, look at the video. And in the video, there's a whole bunch of, black dudes. I mean, this is probably pretty much a very heavily black populated area. You see the cops here, taking pictures and, reviewing the video. But the fact of the matter is the connection that they're making with these black guys, these, black gangbangers. They almost tried to make it seem like it was them. That's what I'm getting from this whole everything. They're posting all these pictures and, everything else about, all these guys, but it gets even better. I'm going to keep going down. See, you got, they throwing it up, what they represent, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I went down, and like I said, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here, a whole bunch of stuff, but it all comes down to these guys, what I'm saying, and on their posts and everything else, they were saying it was sad that that happened to the girl and she was sweet, whatever, blah 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 blah, but it gets even better as soon as I get down here. Of course, they still show showing these guys, they're able to purchase $5,000 watches by the tender age of 16. They're just putting it out there, making it seem like, these guys obviously aren't doing the right thing. I can tell you that. But the fact of the matter is, they're using them, saying that, I'm sorry, I've been around the hood, okay? I was born and raised in the hood. I have never in my life, I don't care what hood you go to and what state, it's all the same. You know what I'm saying? Just it's a different spot. That's it. But it's all the same. It's all about the hustle and, getting your money, getting paid, getting hoes and all that stuff. That's what it's all about. It ain't about going and burning someone alive. Okay, this was a premeditated murder. Okay, they burned her alive. So that means they already had the gasoline or whatever they needed and the lighter fluid. The girl had lighter fluid poured down her throat. Okay? Now, another thing I'm going to tell you. When it comes to black guys and white women, the worst thing that can ever happen to a white woman is probably getting robbed or getting cheated on, mistreated, maybe even beat up a little bit. Because that's the kind of stuff they do. They don't do stuff like grab gasoline and lighter fluid and just try to set someone on fire. I've never heard of that. But as you can see, they're making this case about these dudes making all this money, and it just seems like they're trying to blame, these guys because they know. See, they show them with guns and everything else. Okay, if that's the case, why didn't they just shoot the girl? You know what I'm saying? Why would they just burn her alive? I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm just saying, as me being born and raised in the hood, I've never seen that. Not one time. Never even heard of it. Okay? If someone had a problem with you on the street, most likely they were going to come after you and jump you, or they were going to shoot you. stab you, that's it. You know what I'm saying? I've never known anyone to do that. But, it goes on and on. But then it came to me. It came to me because they also show there was some damage on the back of the car. So obviously someone must have hit the car. And, they show stuff about the gas station and, where you saw the flag at. And, I mean, like I said, I can't go into full detail. You would have to look at this, you would have to look at this for yourself. But the thing that I found, so compelling is, you see, like right here, this person, J.C. Holmes said, my God, what is the world coming to? I remember her always hollering Cortland Southside and calling us Oreo, and she said, he said, what a sweet girl. He's praying for her and her family, and God bless her soul. What evil would do such a thing? Okay, so we'll keep going down, and yeah, of course, they're saying who posted the picture of the car on Facebook. It says, yep, our 19-year-old shopkeep Ali Alasane, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Okay, he posted these pictures, and of course people made comments, damn, that car got messed up, and everything else. But see, here's the thing, is they're still trying to point it at, obviously, I guess, this person. Now, what's even more funny, look at here. Oh, see, this is what was going on. See, you see that right there? That might not that might not be enough for you. Okay, so I'll keep going down. Oh, look at that. Isn't that something? You know how people are when it comes to interracial relationships and everything else. But obviously she was down for whatever they was down with. And if any black person knows, anytime you get someone who ain't black and comes into the situation, this is how it goes. I've never seen a bad thing come out of the situation. Maybe a breakup or hard feelings or something like that. But the fact of the matter is this is what it's all about right here. And most likely they're probably pointing at the fact that someone who knew her did it to her. Okay? So they're pointing the finger at these guys. You know what I'm saying? And whoever they're affiliated with. But who else knows her? It would be her family. Not saying that's the case, but I think that's quite interesting. I'm just saying, what if? What if this whole situation with her being killed was by someone she knew, a friend or a family member, that didn't like the fact that she was hanging around and messing around with black young men? How about that? I'm just saying, gotta find it quite interesting. It's very quite interesting. Go ahead and take a look. But there you go. I just don't know. I find it very, very... I mean, look at this. Look what they posted. Jessica Lane Chambers Coon. Are you serious? Really? I mean, that... Wow. And then look, domestic violence needs more awareness. What makes you think this was... If this was domestic violence, why ain't they got nobody in custody yet? Don't you find that weird? I find it weird. But, like I said, you can check this out for yourself. It's just compelling. But this is what's going on. This is what Satan is doing right now to, confuse people and keep people, pretty much out of loop. So I had to make a video on this one because, it just doesn't make any sense for anyone to do a crime and to, to kill a person in this kind of way. I mean, she was burned alive. She was still walking around while she was burning. So, it is what it is, but I came down to the fact that obviously someone didn't like the fact that she was dating black guys and hanging around black guys, and most likely, put her in the situation. But, like I said, I can only speculate, but once I went through the facts and looked at everything, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And then for them to not have anyone in custody, I think you should ask a couple questions on that one. But that's what we got right now. We got the racial war, white against black, black against white. So You know, if that's what you guys want to do, man, we all people. Either way, no matter what color you are, I mean, test the spirit. It depends on the person, the personality. If a person doesn't do right, just get away from them. You know what I'm saying? Don't make it into a black or white situation. Just stay away from them. That's it. Anyways, I'm out.